Hello guys, how are we all doing? It's that time of season where we look back on our predictions from the start of the season and we react to them. I'm joined by Sophie.
Hello, you alright?
I don't know, I've been doing I've been looking back at the video and we've not been very good with some of these.
Oh god, here we go.
I know, we've got to get into this. Guys, do drop a like, do subscribe. You let me know what your predictions were for the start of the season. We were close with some, but some others, we've had some real clangers. So let's get into this, guys. Let's start alphabetically with AFC Bournemouth. Now, this is a good one. I said third, you said third. They finished second. That was pretty good.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty bang on. We knew they'd be up and around there, but they got the automatic, so...
Yeah, a great season for Bournemouth,
Very
and
good.
they really did need to go up considering the amount of money they spent in January.
Yeah, I agree. They made some great signings, it paid dividends, but it just shows that these parachute payments sends them straight back up, doesn't it? So...
Absolutely, and well done to Scott Parker and the team. We'll see them in the Premier League. Now, next up, Barnsley. I said 13th, you said 12th.
Yeah.
They finished bottom.
Yeah, they had a poor season. I think we kind of went off how they did last season.
Yeah.
And thought, okay, they won't finish quite as good, but I didn't think they'd go straight back down, I won't lie.
No, obviously they had a great season finishing in the playoffs. I think it was 5th they finished in, which is just incredible. And we did see the manager go out and some of their key players like Alex Mowat go out, but we didn't expect that drop-off where they'd finish bottom below a team that would deducted 21 points. So, yeah, a real write-off for Barnsley. We were not close with that one. Birmingham City. Now, I said 17th, you said 18th, and they were 20th, not a million miles away.
No, they had a bad season, and I think, to be honest, we predicted that they'd be pretty poor. So I'll take that. We got it fairly accurate.
And to be honest, I remember at the time when we released that, there was Birmingham fans saying we're going to finish higher because obviously they did so well at the end of last season in the League Bowyer. So
where are you now?
well, we're 20th. We'll see them next season in the Championship though. They did survive. Next team is Blackburn Rovers, 15th, 16th. 8th, and they really could have finished higher, so we weren't very close.
Yeah, they should have finished higher. They've had a pretty good season. I don't know if their fans will be that happy with it, but what we predicted, they finished much better.
Yeah, so well done to Blackburn, but once again, frustrating that Tony Mowbray's team dropped off, and we'll see if they could be better in the Championship next season. Next up, Blackpool. Now, you said they'd go down in 23rd. I said 21st. I believed they'd survive, but I wasn't even that close. They finished 16th, and they were mid-table for most of the season.
Do you know what? Very good season. For a first season up, that is very good.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't even like a relegation battle. They've just had a very good season. So, I'm sorry, Blackpool fans.
Yeah, honestly, they've been incredibly comfortable this season and made a real great name for themselves. I like Blackpool. I'm interested to see what they can do next season. The next team is Bristol City. I said they'd go down in 23rd. You said 20th. They survived in 17th, so a bit better than what we said, really.
Yeah, but we knew that they wouldn't have the best season, and I've not been impressed with them at all. So
no. Well, they did lose to Coventry on both occasions, and I think a couple of wins towards the end of the season did push them up just at the end, but it wasn't a very good season, Bristol City fans. You let me know your thoughts down below. Next up's Cardiff. This is awful. 8th.
Right.
5th.
5th.
18th.
Why would I ever say 5th? I don't know why.
13 places out you were. I wasn't very close either. But,
oh God, that is shocking.
That is terrible. I mean, what happened to Cardiff?
I don't know. That is a very, very poor season.
Yeah. They've had some seasons recently where Cardiff have actually battled for the playoffs, but it's a real write-off this season. They've changed the manager and everything, so maybe they just need a bit of stability and they can go again next season, because they are a decent club.
I don't think they'll do as bad next season.
No.
I will say that now.
Yeah, I agree.
Could be wrong again, but
I think for the club they should be able to push on.
Yeah.
Now then, Coventry City,
right.
14th, 14th, 12th. That's pretty good. You'd expect that. That's our team. We should know them. But for most of the season, I thought we were going to be quite far out. In the end, we got a bit closer to our predictions.
Yeah. I think, kind of going off last season, we finished quite strong. You're thinking, okay, this season is going to be another building season. I'd take mid-table.
Yeah.
Anything above 14, I would have been happy, obviously predicting 14th. But, to lose out on playoffs when we had such a strong start and then kind of middle of the season to kind of drop off a little bit when we did was a bit painful. But... We push on next season.
Absolutely. I think Coventry performed as a top 6 team for the first 10-15 games, and then from there till the end it was more like mid-table form, which saw us fall to mid-table, but still top half. Very happy. Next up, Derby County, 24th, 24th. They did finish 23rd.
That was an easy one to predict.
Yeah, but to be fair, we still didn't get it bang on, and there was a time where they looked like they could survive.
Yeah, and I was actually hoping they would
Yeah.
for some of it. I thought, oh god, that'd be a great escape. But no.
Wasn't meant to
Yeah,
be.
they've gone down.
No, but good luck to them in League One. I think Derby have been a real talking point this season, and the fans need stability at that club. Fulham, 5th, 2nd, 1st. You were 1 out. I wasn't very close. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah, you were quite harsh with it.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't back them to go up automatically,
Yeah.
but yeah, they won the league, and they're always
Very
they're
well.
always very strong, aren't they?
Yeah. So obviously, I thought they'd go straight back up, which they have. I do think they'll probably come back down. I will put that out there now, just because it's very, very hard to cut it in the Prem now. But very good season, very, very solid team. Not against Coventry, but overall very good.
Yes, I think Marco Silva will be judged on what he can do next season, because Fulham really need to try and get a foothold in the Premier League. They can't just keep bouncing up and down. We'll wait and see. Next up, Huddersfield is the worst prediction. We'll put our hands up to this. I said
don't wanna hear
20th. You said they'd go down 3rd from bottom, and they finished 3rd from top.
But you know what? Okay, I still don't massively rate them. I think they've done very, very well. But yeah, start of the season, I thought, I don't really rate them. So, sorry, you've had a very, very good season. I wasn't expecting that. And we'll see what you can do in the playoffs.
Oh, there you go. That's nice to the
Yeah,
Huddersfield
sorry,
fans. No, well done to Huddersfield. Honestly, you've done amazing. To finish 3rd is incredible, considering I think a lot of people wrote Huddersfield off after how bad they were last season. So well done. Next up, Hull City, 18th. 21st, they were 19th, so kind of in the middle of our predictions. That's about right. We expected them to survive.
Yeah, and do you know what? They had, I think that's an alright season. They've had some good games, and they played well against us. Like when I seen them, I was quite impressed when we played them at home. So yeah, let's see what they can do next season. Not
Absolutely.
bad.
Next up, Luton Town. We both went for mid-table after they finished mid-table last year. 11th, 13th, but they did it. They finished 6th.
Yeah, and do you know what? I think everyone's kind of got a little bit of a soft spot for Luton.
Yeah,
at the
wouldn't it be
moment.
great to see them go up?
Just that ground in the Prem would be insane.
Yeah, but they've
prediction.
smashed it. They've really smashed it, and I feel like Coventry are trying to follow their footsteps, because Luton each season have been building in the Championship. And do you think they could do it in the playoffs?
I hope so.
Yeah?
I don't know if they can, but I hope so.
We'll wait and see. Next up is Middlesbrough. 7th, 10th. They were 7th. I got that one
well
bang
done.
on.
Well done.
And to be honest, not trying to blow my own trumpet or anything, but they did have a managerial change. Quite a lot happened during the season. So to get that, I'm pretty pleased.
Yeah, it's just a shame for them to just miss out on playoffs.
I know, they came so close.
Yeah, they did. And at some point you thought, oh, could they do it? Because they kind of push in. But at the end, they just missed out.
Yeah, well, here's one that you got right. Millwall. I said 12th. You said 9th. They were 9th. Well done.
Oh, thank you. Got one right.
Yeah, solid team,
Do you know,
Millwall.
yeah, do you know what? They're about a kind of 9th, just near the playoffs. Could they get in? Could they not? And again, you're kind of thinking they're just kind of steady eddies in the Championship. So
Yeah, they grind out results, and just one season, if they could break into the top 6, that'd be amazing to see if they could do it. Nottingham Forest. Now this is poor. 9th. 17th, and they were 4th. To be honest though, I will say in the first half of the season I thought you might be right.
And that was going off of last season. They didn't have the best season.
No.
You're kind of looking at the manager and you're thinking it's going to be another poor one. So I thought that was a good prediction, and then everything changed.
And then Steve Cooper came in.
Yeah, exactly. And I rate him. I know Swansea fans are a little bit torn, but he's doing a job at Forest.
Unbelievable.
What a team.
Yeah,
They're
what a team.
looking very
Honestly,
solid.
they are red hot favourites for the playoffs. Well done, Forest. Even in 9th, I wasn't that close. They did so well, and they nearly got into 2nd place, but 4th is still amazing. Next up are Peterborough. We both said 19th.
Okay.
They finished 22nd, so
Right.
we're just a bit too nice to them at the start of the season.
Yeah, I don't know why I was, because I think I've said in another video, I'm not a massive fan of them. I don't really rate them that much, so I'm not too sure why I had them to stay up. Maybe I thought they could just fluke it, especially with all like the points deductions, things like that. But I mean, what a result on the last day though.
Yeah, 5-0 against Blackpool. We'll give them credit for
I'll
that.
give them that, but
And yeah, out of the teams
not the
that went
best
down,
season.
they did finish the highest, so there's that. But I fancy Peterborough to do well in League One next
yeah, I
season.
think they will.
Preston. Oh dear. I said 22nd. Why did I back Preston to go down? I always like to throw in a wild card because that can happen. You said 15th, and they were actually 13th, so you weren't far away.
Okay, I wasn't too far off. Yeah, 13th's not bad, to be fair.
Yeah.
They're very inconsistent, so you can see how they kind of finished 13th. So I wasn't a million miles away. You were very, very harsh to them.
Sorry, Preston fans, really sorry. I've got to say though, Ryan Lowe coming in has really sort of galvanised that team, and I think Preston could be a force next season. QPR, now there was a long time this season I thought I was going to be right. I said 6th, you said 8th, and they slipped down to 11th at the end.
Yeah, they just kept falling, and you do kind of look at them and you think they should have finished higher than that, really.
Yeah,
like
the players they got.
Some of the players is just ridiculous how they've finished like that. So we'll see what they can do next season. I think, yeah, they need to kind of push on now. If they keep the players they've got and maybe add a little bit more quality, then they'll be all right. But
yeah, and of course there'll be a change in management as well. But I think injuries, and especially in the goalkeeper department, has really hurt them. Next up are Reading. Oh dear. Now they did have a very good season last year, so we both said in the top half, 10th, 11th. They just about survived in 21st.
But did we know this before the points deduction?
I think they'd only have finished one place higher if they had their 6 points added back on. We can't use that as an excuse, can we?
I'm using that as an excuse.
Right.
Okay, that's just a terrible prediction.
Yeah, straight up.
I've got nothing else to say.
Reading epitomised the championship by doing that, just falling outside the playoffs and then just staying up.
Yeah,
very weird team, but well done. They'll be staying up. We'll see them next season. Sheffield United, I said 3rd, you said 7th. They landed right in the middle and went for 5th.
Yeah, I mean, they had a very, very strong finish. When they started, you're kind of thinking, what season are they going to have?
Yeah, it looked like bottom half, didn't it?
Yeah, and then by the end, they just looked pretty solid, so...
Yeah, really good team, and honestly, the form at the end of the season, incredible. I've watched some of their performances. Sheffield United, a real strong team. Well done to them. Stoke City next. I said 16th, you said 6th, and they were 14th, so I wasn't far off, but you backed them to make the playoffs for some reason.
I think they might have made some good signings, and I was like, oh yeah, they're going to have an alright season, and they're not.
They did start alright.
Yeah, well, yeah, I remember that, and I was thinking, oh, am I onto something? No, they just dropped right off, and I'm not that impressed with them, to be honest.
No, it's a bit of a shame. And like you say, you went to that Stoke Coventry game on the final day. They weren't very good.
Yeah, we absolutely tore them a new one in the first half. Obviously, we didn't take our chances, but then they grew into it second half, so not bad. Wasn't it that impressed by their fans, though? Very quiet fans. So.
It's the final day, maybe. I don't know. But a club with potential. Last two then, Swansea City, 4th, 15th. I think we didn't really factor in the change in management.
No, and it is almost like a building process for them as well. I actually really like their team. And I don't know if you see it on Twitter, some of the videos they put out. I love seeing the videos of that Obafemi and Jamie Patterson they've got. They seem to have quite a good togetherness within the squad, and that is so important. It works for us, and I think it's going to work for them. So I think next season is going to be a good one for them. Okay,
and the last one we also went for the same. West Bromwich Albion, first, 10th. I mean, at the start of the season they were in the mix, but they really did start falling away and never recovered.
Yeah, and they weren't playing good football either, so that's never a good sign.
No.
That's a bad prediction. Even looking back now, I wouldn't have predicted 10th. Maybe not first, but
I always wonder, would they have finished higher if they didn't replace Val? I know a lot of West Brom fans weren't happy, but it's like when he went out, things got even worse. But I suppose Steve Bruce will have the summer. We'll wait and see what the Baggies can do. They are a big club, so we'll wait and see. Guys, that wraps up our predictions reaction. What a mixed bag. Make sure to get your thoughts down below. Do drop a like, do subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.